This is a roundup of the best microphones for video right now, from your iPhone or Android, PC or Mac, to your DSLR or other camera that you've got at home. We're gonna cover the best video mics on every budget and everything that you need to know. Hey, it's Justin Brown here from Primal Video, where we help you grow an audience and scale your revenue with online video. If you're seeing value in this video, make sure you're giving us a thumbs up. It really makes a huge difference, and all the links to everything I mentioned you can find in the description box below. Let's jump into it. Now, no matter what kind of video you're creating, audio is absolutely critical, and using the right microphone is one of the easiest ways to boost the quality of your content super fast. But there's lots of different types of microphones out there and a lot of options for each one of those. Shotgun microphones, lavaliers, wireless microphones, podcast mics. So which ones are actually worth your money and which is the best type for your setup? Well, we're gonna take a look at the differences to help you pick the right mic for you and my recommendations for the best bang for buck performance in each category. Now, just a heads up, because there are some major differences to be aware of, I definitely suggest sticking around to check out every one of the categories to make sure that you're not missing out on something that could work better for you. And as an added bonus for investing that extra time, at the end of the video, I'll also share with you a couple of quick tips that you can easily implement to boost your audio quality, no matter which microphone you're currently using. Now, before we kick it off, just a general rule: no matter which microphone you're going to be using, the closer you can get your audio source, whoever is speaking or whatever is making the noise, to your microphone, the better the audio is going to be. It's going to pick up less background noise, there's going to be less echo, and the audio that you're capturing is going to be louder and cleaner. So better overall. So just keep that in mind as we go through, and also while you're recording your videos too. So let's start off at the beginning, where most people start, and that's using the built-in audio in whatever camera, phone, or webcam you're going to be using. All of those devices these days do come with some sort of built-in microphone to capture audio. So the advantage of these is that it's actually built into your device, so that you do have a microphone with you. It's not something that you can leave behind or forget. But that's really where the advantages end. The disadvantages are that most of them are really, really bad. In an absolute pinch, they might be okay. If it's the only microphone that you've got to use, then still use the built-in one. But really, any of the other options that we're going to cover off in this video are going to give you far better results than just using or relying on the one that's built into your camera or your device. So my recommendation with the built-in microphone is don't use it unless you absolutely have to. Some audio is going to be better than no audio, but wherever possible, look at one of these other options instead. The next type of microphone is a lavalier microphone, or a lapel microphone, or a clip-on microphone, like this one here. So these microphones are fantastic. They're nice and small, they're nice and light, they're nice and cheap as well, and I'll get to my recommendation very, very soon. But what I like about these is that they're gonna give you nice, clean audio because you're able to easily clip it on to someone's shirt, jacket, tie, blouse, whatever it is that they're wearing. You're able to get that microphone clipped nice and close to the person's mouth, which means that the audio doesn't need to travel too far. So it's not going to pick up much background noise or echo in your audio that you're recording. Now, typically with a lavalier microphone, you'll be connecting them directly into your camera or into your device or into an audio recorder. So you're going to be physically connected to that device. So as for some of the disadvantages then, or things to be aware of, if you're going to be creating videos where you need to be moving around a lot, run and gun style, then being directly connected to your camera, to your recording device, might not be the best option for you. The last thing you want to be doing is tripping over cables and stuff while you're moving around. Another thing to be aware of with a lavalier microphone is that while it does pick up great audio from an individual person, it's not going to be suited if you've got multiple people in your shot. Just say I've got one clipped on me now, I've got someone standing next to me. My audio is going to be good, but theirs is going to be further away, so it's going to pick up more background noise, more echo, and they're going to sound really distant compared to me. So if you've got multiple people in your shot, you really need to be using one lavalier microphone per person, so clipping one on me, one on the other person, or you're using a different type of microphone like a shotgun microphone, which we'll be getting into next. Now, as for my current recommendation on the best bang for buck lavalier microphone, it goes to this one here, the Boya BYM1. This thing sells for $20, so it's ridiculously cheap. And it's got a crazy long 6-meter or almost 20-foot long cable. So it gives you the flexibility to move away from your camera if you need to, but you've still got the advantages of being directly connected to your camera for great audio. Now this microphone has the standard 3.5mm headphone jack plug, and it supports both TRS and TRRS. So you can use it on your regular cameras, DSLRs, mirrorless, and your smartphones as well. But with the smartphone, if your phone doesn't have that headphone jack plug, then you'll need to use an adapter from Lightning or USB-C back to that headphone jack plug to be able to use it. So the audio you're hearing now is from the Boya BYM1 microphone. So again, ridiculous that this thing is under the $20 price point. And actually, most of the videos on our YouTube channel have been filmed with this exact microphone. So yeah, not bad for 20 bucks. The next type of microphone is a shotgun microphone or a mini shotgun microphone. And these will capture audio in just the direction that the microphone is pointing. So these are a directional microphone. Now you typically mount a shotgun microphone either on top of your camera, next to maybe your smartphone, or even on a microphone stand if it's going to be in a studio setup like this. With some of the advantages being that you're not directly connected to the microphone like you are in the case of a lavalier microphone. But also if you're going to be creating videos with multiple people in your shot, like an interview, then you can just position your shotgun microphone as close as you can to both people, then you're going to get consistent audio from both without needing two microphones. Now as for some of the downsides or the disadvantages with shotgun microphones, if you're going to be filming in areas with a lot of background noise or a lot of echo, the further away you're actually mounting that microphone on top of your camera or next to your smartphone, the greater that distance is between yourself or whoever's presenting and the microphone, the more background noise and more echo you're going to capture with your audio. So the worse the audio is going to be. Now typically with a shotgun microphone, it's going to work pretty well at that up to 3 feet to a meter sort of length, especially if it's going to be used for vlogging and moving around. So it's not too much of a deal breaker, but it's definitely something to be aware of if you do need to position your camera further back, that you are going to capture some more of that ambient noise and background noise as well. But overall, a shotgun microphone is going to be great for someone who is going to be moving around a lot when they're filming, more run and gun style filming or vlogging without the need to set up a lapel and clip it onto your shirt. Now as for my top recommended best bang for buck shotgun microphone, it currently goes to the Rode Video Micro, which is this little mini shotgun microphone here. It's got a built-in shock mount, which works really, really well. If you are going to be moving around, you're not going to have any of that movement captured through in your audio. It's also got a built-in cold shoe adapter on the bottom, so you can easily mount it directly onto your camera, or you can get an adapter so you can connect it directly to your tripod and mount it next to your smartphone. And again, all the links are in the description box below. Now this microphone has a 3.5mm TRS plug on the back. So if you're going to connect it directly to your camera, then you have everything you need in the box to do that. Now this will work on smartphones as well, but you will need to purchase a TRS to TRRS adapter, or Rode make one as well, and it's called the Rode SC7. But this will work on both cameras and on smartphones, and you can even get it to work on most computers as well. Now if you've got a phone that doesn't have that 3.5mm headphone jack plug, then you can still use these microphones. You'll just need to use a Lightning or USB-C to 3.5mm adapter to let you plug in these microphones. Okay, so I've got it connected to a camera now. So what you're hearing is the Rode Video Micro. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I didn't tell you yet the price of this. You can pick these up for just under $60. I think they're currently selling for around $59 US. So again, amazing value, best bang for buck mini shotgun microphone. So I'm currently holding this almost full arm length away. So this is what you could expect to hear if you were going to be walking around holding your camera out, creating a vlog style video. This is what you could expect. Now for one more test, if I hold it just out of shot here, then this is what it could sound like if it was attached to a microphone stand or boomed just out of shot. You could use this for your audio as well. Obviously, you want to get rid of the cable too, but this is what you could expect. So an amazing little microphone. And that brings us then to wireless microphones. And this is where I think they're kind of the best mix of a lavalier microphone and a shotgun microphone, because they give you the advantages of both of them. So you're not going to be tied or tethered to your camera because you're completely wireless, but you're also able to pick up great audio because the microphone is going to be, again, positioned up nice and close to your speaker's mouth. Now, the way that most wireless microphone kits work is that they come with a transmitter and a receiver. So you plug the receiver end into your camera or into your smartphone, and the transmitter end you place in the pocket of whoever is presenting. You'll then plug a lavalier microphone into that transmitter, and essentially you've made that lavalier microphone wirelessly transmit back to your camera. Now, a couple of things to be aware of with wireless microphones. If you go the cheap ones, then you can open yourself up to have interference from Wi-Fi or other things that are running wirelessly around you. Also, they run on batteries, so you want to make sure that you've either got spare batteries good to go in case you need them, or that your microphones are fully charged before you need to use them. And you'll also want to make sure that, if possible, you're monitoring your battery levels while you're using them, so that you're not going to finish recording and then find out that your microphone had run out of battery and switched off halfway through your recording. The other thing to be aware of is that because these are wireless microphones, there is a limit as to how far away you can go from the actual transmitter unit before you start to lose quality or before the audio feed drops out completely. So I'd say wherever possible, try to keep your transmitter and your receiver within line of sight of each other and not try to use them between walls or other obstacles, even though some of them might still work in those cases. Now, most wireless microphone kits will include just one transmitter and one receiver, which is again great for use with one person. If you want to have multiple people in your shot for an interview, then you will in most cases need to have a second kit, a complete separate kit for that second person to then hook that up to your camera as well. Now, if you do want to connect two wireless microphone kits to your camera, or really two microphones in general to your camera, then Rode have recently released an amazing little adapter that will let you do just that. And again, there'll be a link in the description below. So I would say a wireless microphone is going to be perfect for someone who wants to have that flexibility of being able to move around without being physically connected by a cable to your camera, but also the ability to get great audio, having the microphone so nice and close to the presenter's mouth. Also meaning you're not going to pick up a ton of background noise at the same time. Now, as for my top recommendation, best bang for buck wireless microphone kit, it currently goes to the Rode Wireless Go. So this is it. It's a tiny little unit. It currently sells for under $200, so it's $199. It doesn't come with the wired lapel microphone that I'm using as well. This is the Rode Lavalier Go, and that's just taped under my shirt here, giving me a nice little chest wax. But this is the microphone that we're now using for all of our YouTube videos. So it's an amazing little microphone. Now, you actually don't even need to use a lavalier microphone with this. I can unplug this now, so I can clip this onto a shirt, a jacket, or into a pocket with no need to use an actual lapel or a lavalier microphone with this. Okay, future Justin dropping back in here to give you a little bit more context of this to make sure that there's no confusion. You don't need to use a lavalier microphone with the Rode Wireless Go. I personally think it sounds better with one. You also don't need to use Rode's lavalier microphone with this. They do have a dedicated one, which is the one that I do use and that I do recommend to use with it, the Rode Lavalier Go. It is an extra cost, but you could get away with just using the Boya lavalier microphone from earlier in the video. The $20 one will work great with this as well. So with this wireless kit as well, they've also released a handheld microphone that you can use with it too. So if we take this off here now, we can clip this on and then put this back on. And then you've got a handheld microphone that you can use for your videos as well. So overall, it's an amazing wireless microphone kit, and it's actually what we've been using for a lot of our YouTube videos for quite a while now. Now we have a full review of the Rode Wireless Go, which I will link up in the cards as well. So the next type of microphone then is a podcast style microphone, or a USB microphone. A microphone that's going to be plugged directly into your computer. So you'd use a microphone like this if you're creating videos where you are recording directly into your computer, you're doing screen recordings, you're gaming, you're live streaming, or you're creating podcasts as well. Now, while I said earlier that to get the best audio, you need to be as close as you can to the microphone, that applies to all of those microphones, but especially to these types of microphones. With some of these, even just being a really short distance away can be the difference between amazing sounding audio and picking up a ton of background noise at the same time. Now, with these microphones, you'll normally either use them off your desk, either using the desk mount that they come with or purchasing a desk mount, or you'll be using them on a microphone boom arm, an adjustable boom arm, and moving it into position when you want to record your podcast or create your video. There's really two different types when it comes to podcast microphones like these. The first, it'll have a professional audio plug, like an XLR plug, which will mean that you need to connect it up to an audio mixer before you can connect it to the computer. So those are typically more on the professional end of things, and they're going to cost you a lot more for that setup, to buy the microphone, to buy the mixer, before you can actually get it into your computer. The other option is to use a USB microphone, which is going to be a much simpler option for a lot of people. Essentially just plug the microphone in via USB and it's going to be good to go. No mixers or anything required. But obviously in that case, you're usually missing some of the more advanced features and controls, especially to dial everything in as you would on the professional side. And for me, I'm a big advocate for simplicity, so I'd much prefer a USB style than one that's got to go through a mixer. So my top recommendation for best podcast style USB microphone right now is the Rode NT USB Mini. This thing is ridiculous at $99. It sounds amazing, it's small, it's light, it's portable, and it even comes with a magnetic desk mount as well. It's really easy to set up. It's got a USB-C port on the back, which you connect through to your computer. It's also got a headphone jack plug in there for monitoring your audio as well. Now, I'd say the biggest downside with this microphone is how small the desk mount is. So if you've actually got this sitting down on your desk and you're speaking into it, you're going to be too far away to really get that great audio out of the microphone. You want to have it up around this sort of a distance to get great audio out of it. So I'd recommend either not using the built-in stand that it comes with and just mounting it onto a microphone stand, or purchasing an aftermarket microphone stand that's going to be much higher so that you can position yourself closer to the microphone. But at that $99 price point, it really is amazing what you're getting in such a small package. So what you're listening to now is the Rode NT USB Mini. So you can see that as I'm talking, I've got the microphone pretty close to me. If I move it away, even just a little bit, then the audio changes dramatically. So with this type of microphone, it's really important to have it nice and close to your mouth. And that's where having that desk stand or even the microphone arm to get it up nice and close is really going to be critical with any type of microphone like this. Now there's one more microphone that I want to make mention of in this video, and it actually fits into a couple of different categories that we've covered. So this microphone is an amazing all-rounder, and it is the Rode VideoMic NTG. It's also the most expensive microphone we've mentioned in this video at $249, but it is an amazing shotgun microphone that also works as a podcast style microphone as well. So in the box, it comes with everything you need to use this shotgun microphone with your cameras, with your smartphones, but also everything you need to use it as a podcast microphone as well. So the microphone has the 3.5mm plug, which actually auto detects between TRS and TRRS, so you don't need to purchase any adapters there, meaning that it will work on both smartphones and on regular cameras as well. And it's also got a USB-C port, meaning that you can plug it into your computer or into your iPad or even another device and have it work as a microphone and headphone monitoring on there as well. So I'm a big fan of this microphone as an amazing all-rounder for a shotgun style microphone and as a podcast style microphone. And it's actually what we use when we're creating videos like this as a backup microphone as well. So I've got it hanging just out of shot here. If I pull it down, then this is what the microphone sounds like now, sitting a little bit closer to me. But if I push it back up, this is where we will normally have it here, just out of shot. Then this is what our backup audio is. So absolute worst case, we've still got decent audio that's been recorded in case something happens to our primary microphone, the Rode Wireless Go. But this Rode VideoMic NTG is also one that I'll easily grab if I'm going to be interviewed for a podcast or doing a live stream or anything like that as well. So rounding all of this out, you've now got my top picks across the different categories. The lavalier microphone was the Boya BY-M1. The mini shotgun microphone was the Rode Video Micro. The wireless microphone was the Rode Wireless Go. And the podcast style USB microphone was the Rode NT USB Mini microphone. With the bonus microphone that I mentioned at the end, the Rode VideoMic NTG being a great all-rounder for podcast style USB microphone and also for a shotgun microphone, no matter which camera you're using. Now, all of these microphones have a different fit or a different purpose, but if you're on the fence and you have to choose just one of these and you're producing a range of content, then which one should you get? Then I will say for flexibility with your filming, a decent shotgun microphone could be a good all-rounder for a lot of people. So something like that Rode Video Micro, the mini shotgun mic, could be a perfect addition to your filming kit. So depending on your budget, that's that's an amazing option. Or you really also can't go wrong with the Boya BYM1, the $20 wired lapel microphone. If you're someone that doesn't need all that extra cable, just bundle it up and put it in your pocket. And it's actually what we used from the early days on this channel right through to fairly recently as well. So you can get great results with even the cheapest of microphones. Okay, so now that you've got a better idea of which microphone is likely the better one for you, it's time to get the most out of it. So there's two things that you'll want to consider. The first one is your filming environment, and specifically the amount of background noise that's going on in the location that you're filming. Yes, some of these microphones will do a great job at removing that or cutting that out, but if there is annoying background noise, whether it's wind, whether it's people, cars, traffic, or even the neighbor's kids playing outside, anything that can be picked up by your microphone and heard by your viewers that can be annoying and distracting, then your viewers are going to focus on that and not the important content that you're sharing with them. So no matter which microphone you're using, it's really important to be aware of what noises are going on in the location that you are going to be filming in. And wherever possible, try to eliminate the background noise or try to move to a quieter spot so that there is no chance of that messing up your video or having it distracting for your viewers to watch. And that brings us to number 2, which is using background music. Sometimes the easiest way to cover up any audio issues or some of that background noise that you couldn't remove is with a little background music. Adding music to the background of your videos is not only a great way to hide your imperfect audio, but can also help you engage your viewers longer in your videos as well. There's more happening, there's more changing with the music there, and you're also able to help dictate the feelings that they should be having based on which tracks you're selecting while they're watching your content as well. So music is a really powerful strategy, not just for helping you hide your audio, but also for helping you engage your viewers longer. Now, if you want to know the best places to get music for your videos, then check out the video linked on screen where we cover off on the best royalty-free music sites and the sites that we go to for all of our video music. And let me know in the comments which microphone are you currently using for your videos, or which one are you looking at purchasing. And I'll see you in the next one.